I just came back from seeing The 33, which is the movie, the true story movie about the 33 miners that were caught in the mine in Chile. And I have to say, it's a really good movie. Of course, you already know if you follow that back in 2010 how the story ends, but it was still kind of interesting and touchy and touching and scary and you just kind of I just kind of was a little bit on the edge of my seat, not like in a thriller kind of way, but just like, oh my God, I'm just praying that they can make it out of there, even though I know that they all made it out of there. Now, here's a side note. First of all, Tanisha Jackson, uh, Antonio Banderas, I don't know how old he is, 55, 65, whatever the hell, or in between he is, he can still get it. Antonio Banderas is fine as frog hair with your little bronze skin and your little tight chest and your little salt and pepper and your little beard with your little puppy dog eyes and round. You fine. I ain't never really. I kind of looked at you before, but you are aging beautifully. Anyway, um, so he's kind of one of the stars in the movie, of course, and Lou, can't think of the dude. Lou, oh gosh, I can't think of his name. He played La 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 Lumba. That dude. Anyway, those are the only two people I kind of really recognized in the movie. But the other side note is this. I don't understand this. I do and I don't understand this. The Spanglish people of the world are uber religious. Like, as you watch the movie, there's like religious artifacts all throughout the movie. Like, God is a big time business in the Spanglish communities. I mean, there was a Black Madonna going in the mine. There was a Black Madonna inside the mine, like two or three of them. Like, they were, I mean, they're just everywhere. I don't understand, if you fear God that much, how are you all committing crimes? Like, I don't get that. I'm being very serious right now, but I know it's kind of retarded to even ask that question. But seriously, like, if you fear God, where God and Jesus's mama is sitting around in pictures and paintings and fruit and cornflakes and toast that got burnt a certain kind of way and grilled cheese sandwiches, and you just see God in everything. You see the Black Madonna in everything. And then when you get caught on the first 48, which is the crime show, you always go, oh, Dios con Dios. Like, how do you fear God that much and still commit crimes? If if we all feared God that much, the world would be a better place, I think. I think if you actually thought about the conclusions of what would happen when God catches up with you, we might be better people. Just everyone as a whole. But anyway, so um oh, let me say this too. There was a scene in the movie where this was kind of gripping. I think this is the first time I cried in the movie. I cried several times throughout the movie, but the first time I cried in the movie, there was a scene where one of the wives who was pregnant was singing her heart out, and I couldn't even understand a word she was saying 'cause she was singing in Spanglish, but I don't think it mattered. Like, it was so beautiful that it was just so touching. And I thought to myself, me as a vocalist, and I say this to other vocalists, like, if you sang, not as if your life depended on it, but as if the life of someone you love depended on it, my God, you could move a nation opening up your mouth. I didn't understand a word she said. I was boo-hoo crying. But they get to 33. And let me tell you something. When I first saw this back in 2010, when it was actually going on at the time, I made light of it. I mean, I called Eric Person, and I was like, Eric, we were watching on the news together. I was like, Eric, it had to have been some conversations down there. They probably had a pee corner, a shit corner, a masturbation corner. Like, you're down there for 68, 69 days. I'm telling you, there were some things probably going on down there that ain't never gonna be talked about. But um uh uh So they all get out. One of them, there wasn't a lot of backstory in the movie, so you didn't really get to see the characters before this accident happened. But one dude actually he had a mistress across the street from his house where he lived with his wife, and the wife kept on the mistress off the property where the families were waiting for the miners to be rescued. She kept getting that little hookup thrown off that property, and so this fool sent a note up through the mining hole that was 3,000 feet below, saying a note to his mistress and not his wife. So she divorced him and left him at the mining site. Oh God, that was funny. And then there was another scene where the pregnant wife gave birth at the mining scene. Listen, what the hell was going on out there? Y'all had a nursing station where folks can just drop babies in an attorney's office where folks can get divorced right out there? What is y'all doing out there? That you set up a whole brand new community. I mean, it was setting up shop out there. There was a school out there for the kids. They had a restaurant. I mean, for real. Y'all was doing better out there at the mining center than y'all was doing your own little neighborhoods. I digress. I cried to the end. It was very touching. At the very end, it says there were 33 miners down here, and God was with us. That's something else right there. That's something else right there. Wherever you are, I just love that. Wherever you are, in the midst of your storm, in the bottom of the hole, in the barrel of the earth, at the bottom, at the center of the earth, God is with you. It was 100 degrees down there for 69 days. They had about 6 cans of tuna, two little a box of cookies, some leche, a carton of milk that apparently don't spoil, so it can't be real milk, and some other little tiddlywink things for 68 days. Ah, won't he do it? Won't he will? Won't he will? My God, for 68 days, he will turn those little loaves and those few fish into an opportunity to feed a nation. I bet you learned something down there. I know you did. I know I did watching you up here.